I'm Jason. I'm from the Better Business Bureau Education Foundation. And right now I have the pleasure of talking to Ben Trofemuk. And Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, like you said, my name is Ben Trofemuk. I'm a graduate from the Academy for Classical Education, better known as ACE. I plan to attend Georgia Southern in the fall and studying mechanical engineering, and I then plan to get my master's degree.
That is fantastic. And Ben is one of our applicants for the Student of Integrity Scholarship. And
Yes.
Ben has gone through many different steps. He's had to submit references, he's had to submit an essay, he's had to show evidence of his community service and different aspects. And so Ben has made it to the interview round, and that's what we're talking about now. So Ben, I hear graduation was a little bit different for you. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I it was actually a lot of fun. Even though it was different, I am very thankful and very happy that we got to have one. Seeing with this whole coronavirus situation that it was definitely there were definitely points where I was thinking, okay, we're not going to have a graduation. That's unfortunate, but you have to make the best out of a worse situation. And I think Ace did a very good job with it. We had a drive-through graduation where we got to drive up and then get out of our car and go get our diploma and take a picture and everything. So we still kind of had a graduation. I wish it was just regular graduation, but you can't always win.
No, you can't. And you just deal with what you're dealt, right?
Exactly.
Ben had to submit an essay, but he also had to submit written references from different people that might know him. And I just want to touch on some of these references real fast. Uh, who is Dr. Anderson to you?
Dr. Craig Anderson is, to the public, is a nationally known science educator. He's been on stages with people such as Bill Nye and people like that. He's a very smart man. He is my mentor. I'm very thankful to have him as my mentor. He's taught me many of different things, such as how to make friends and like just have connections with people. And he's also taught me like money management skills and stuff like that. Very important life lessons. He's a very close friend of mine. Yeah.
That is cool. Now, let me tell you, first of all, two of your references have expressed how they did not like the 100-word limit that we gave them to
Yeah.
reference you because they could write for days.
Yes.
That's why we put the limit on there. But, he said that in over 40 plus years of teaching, Ben is without question the finest young man I've ever had the pleasure to mentor. Adjectives that come to mind describing Ben are bright, energetic, honest, vulnerable, respectful, compassionate, inventive, reliable, resourceful, sincere, witty, of course, and diplomatic, generous, self-disciplined, organized, and diligent.
Yes, sir.
What what a nice blessing! What an honor to for your mentor to pass that to you.
Yes, sir. And he's also taught at he was a student of at Georgia Tech. He also taught at Mercer University. So, and he's been mentoring for I think 20 years now. So,
That's incredible. And so we go from someone, Dr. Craig Anderson sharing a stage with Bill Nye the Science Guy
yeah.
to your principal.
Yes.
Now, I've never had the problem with my principal saying these words about me. So
Uh-huh.
this is a problem you have to deal with. In almost 40 years of public education, I can truly say that Ben Trofemuk has amazed me like no other. Since I'm limited, again, they, 100 words, they want to write books about you. Let me use these adjectives to describe this young man: dedicated, grit. I like that one. Honorable, kind, caring, adventurous, loyal, and loving.
Yes, sir.
And that is fantastic. But you didn't stop there. You got the board chair of your governing board of your school to take it to the next level to also send you glowing recommendations.
Yes, sir.
So, and what I know is I can see what these people see in you. And so,
Yep.
Ben, you were asked the question, the evidence of your trustworthiness. What is the evidence of your trustworthiness? And Ben, I would like for you, do you mind reading your essay for us, please?
If I was asked, are you an honest or ethical person? I would say yes. I would show you the community service projects that I have done over the years. Each project has done something to help my community. All of these projects involve people donating money, time, or talent to a project. People must trust me to get the job done and to use their donations wisely. I want people to know my name and have no concerns about donating to a project that I organize. I created a project called A Change of Clothes to Change Education, to fulfill a need for children who needed uniforms at a local school. It involved a little over $2,000 and lots of brand new items of clothing. My project involved me and I learned used $1,800 of donations to bring a nationally known science educator to a local school to help children increase their scores on standardized testing. And if I may pause for a second there, that was when I met Dr. Anderson. I actually met him through my community service projects.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. And Dr. Gowan told me about him.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The right tool for the job is a project I created to purchase needed science equipment for a school that desperately needed it. I was also able to purchase a needed brand new uniform for the needed band uniform for the same school. Back in the 9th grade, I created a community service project to help the elderly. It is called We Are More Alike Than We Thought. This is a community service project that is ongoing that focuses on raising the spirits of the elderly. I heard how the elderly are lonely and how many of them do not have money to purchase snacks. My friend, Kendall Joyner, and I set out to change things. We planned and executed a senior citizen summer camp for a low-income nursing home. I didn't include this in there, but it was a week-long summer camp where every day we would go in at like 7 o'clock in the morning and just go till noon and do activities with them.
Dude, that is fantastic.
Yeah. Prizes were individually wrapped snacks that we had donated through our friends and popular Facebook page. We were also able to fill the snack closet and donate new items to the activity director. I will tell you that it takes a lot of integrity not to run away with all the snacks and cakes and eat them all. We Are More Alike Than We Thought has been such a hit with people that it keeps growing. This project now includes an old-fashioned candy cart stocked with vintage candy. It is much more than giving sugary candy to the elderly. It brings a few moments of joy to their day. Many times the elderly will tell me stories of their childhood and about eating candy. I have learned quite a bit from them over the years. I learned that what they call Hershey Kisses, what they call Silver Bells, I call Hershey Kisses. My senior citizen friends refer to a lot of their candy as penny candy. Let me tell you that this candy cost a lot more than a couple of pennies. Donations are the only way it continues. I must use my integrity to purchase the needed items, show up on time, and be ready to work.
Now, Ben, I believe you were showcased where you featured in an article in the news with your candy cart. Did I see that somewhere?
Yes, sir. I've been recognized for my community service project. We Are More Alike Than We Thought, I think, 3 times by news articles and awards. Like I've gotten the Point of Light Award for it. Because of it, I got the Presidential Service Award, where you have to have 100 and plus hours of service volunteer hours. And that project actually is not going to stop this year with me and my friend Kendall. We're actually going to pass it on to a freshman or a sophomore for them to continue. And hopefully it will be an ongoing progress where they will pass it down when they become a senior and it won't stop. Because that's what I intentionally wanted it after I saw the joy that the elderly had when I brought them candy. I said, okay, I don't want this to stop. This has to continue.
I love it, man. I love it. And so, you have certainly done a lot of great things, and you deserve the praise. And I love the different accolades from your principal, the board chair, to Dr. Anderson, and everything that you give. You give a really great application. And so, unfortunately, I have some bad news for you. We had 5 slots for the BBB Student of Integrity Scholarship.
Yes, sir.
And we sent a number, and there was obviously more than 5 people. And we sent all of them to our judging panel. And with our judging panel, they came out a tie. And then I sent it to an additional judging panel, and it came out a tie again. And unfortunately, I can only give away 5 scholarships with the BBB Student of Integrity scholarship, and that was sponsored by Burgess Pigment Company. And Ben, I got to tell you that you didn't receive it.
Okay.
And however, Pruitt Health heard about what you've done, and I contacted them, and I said, you know what? There needs to be a 6th scholarship. And Ben, you have won the 6th scholarship for $1,000 from BBB and from Pruitt Health. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Ben.
Thank
and
you.
I know you got some words for our community and Pruitt Health, and we're just so excited.
Thank you so much for honoring me with the Better Business Bureau Student of Integrity Award. I'd like to thank Miss Esterine Stokes, Mr. Whit Gaither, and Dr. Craig Anderson for their kind words in my letters of recommendation. I'd also like to thank the members of the Better Business Bureau and the companies that made this award possible. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents, Ian and Nancy Kistler. I will try to always work with integrity so that I can live up to this award. Thank you so much.